Kevin.
What's going on?
Welcome to Detroit.
Yes, sir. Welcome home.
What is it like being here and not fighting on the card now that it's actually here?
It's a little disappointing. I wish I would have done it, especially with how much the city has come out and really supported. I think I would have brought even a better demographic and really like represent Detroit better. But you know, everything happens for a reason. I brought him out this time. I'll bring him out again next year, and I'll headline that card.
Did you try and get on this card? Like, was there a thought of doing that after the loss of Ferguson?
Yeah, I tried to, but you know, with the commission, and I was already in some hot water anyway, and it took me about 2 weeks to recover from that fight on the antibiotics. So there was no way, and you know, my opponents were running short too. So it looked like the closer that it got to it, the less that looked like a possibility. But I would have hoped for it.
And did you take some time off after that the fight with Ferguson? You know, get some R&R because you know it was a big fight, obviously for the interim title. Did you get some downtime?
Yeah, for sure. I took about a month or so off. I'm ready to get back up in there though. I started to get that itch again. I said I wanted to take a long break. I said I maybe wanted to come back in July or something like that. I'm thinking April now. Like I get that itch. Like I love to fight. That's what I got the most fights in the shortest amount of time for a reason. That's what I love to do. After I take like a month of sitting around, like I'm ready to fight again.
At 155 or you want to go to 170?
Yeah, I think the more I sit on it, the more I'm letting my body heal. 155 is definitely where I'll stay. It's a lot of good fights for me. You know, you got the Khabib fight. I'm interested to see who gonna win this Eddie and Justin fight. There's a lot of good fights for me, so I think I'm gonna stay at 155. 170's you know, maybe that in the future, but right now I got too much to handle at 155, and I've got to get back Tony up for that one.
Would you do anything differently with the cut? You know, going into the last fight, it looked like it was a really rough one for you. Are you kind of planning a different strategy this time around ahead of your next fight?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna play around my weight a little bit. That's what's gonna take me till about April, because I'm gonna really sit and play on my diet after the holidays. We'll see. We'll see how light I can walk around. Like right now, I'm sitting here about 188, 187. So I can probably knock that down to about 178, and then it'll make the cut a lot smoother on me.
You mentioned Michael Chase broke your $3,000 sunglasses. Those ones are pretty nice. How much
no,
those go for?
Yeah, they're the same ones. You know, shout out City Slick. He went ahead and fixed them for me. So you know, they ain't perfectly fixed. You know, I mean, they tough, but you know, I'm in Detroit. You know, I gotta show out the buffs a little bit. You know, I gotta show some style to the folks.
Are you feeling the love from people here? Like, do you feel like you sort of made it? Because I noticed yesterday when you came out, the weigh-ins, there was a big reaction from the people. They really gave you some love. Do you feel like you're the guy who came back and now you sort of made it and are getting, you know, that reaction from your hometown fans?
I've been doing fan signings and appearances all over the city for the whole week that I've been here, and everywhere that I go, it seems like the folks really love me, and the folks really like they understand me, and that kind of like drives it home for me. It makes me feel even better. I did a fan signing the other day right down the street from the house that we squatted in, and you know, for me it's heartwarming, and it really like remotivates me. That's what makes me want to fight right now. Like I'm like, yeah, let's get back in it. You know, I can see the people are behind me. I can see the people really like feel me. So it motivates me and remotivates me. You know, after I make a little bit of money to go back out there and keep doing it, and it reassures what I'm doing it for.
Is this the first time that you come home as like an established UFC star and feel that kind of love?
Yeah, for sure.
Is it a bit surreal?
It won't be the last time. It's the first time, but it won't be the last. You know, Detroit has changed so much since I left. Even this whole downtown area is really booming. I'm thinking about buying a house here too. You know, I got a small house here already. I'm thinking about buying a actual nice sizable house. Have one here, have one in Vegas. You know, you never know. I'm gonna have some tricks up my sleeve. I'm gonna do my thing.
Robert Follis is a left extreme couture. Did that affect you at all as far as you know, you working with him at all?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see on that. You know, I'm going through a couple different changes. That's what's gonna take me so long to fight. You know, I'm changing my diet. I'm changing my management. Robert's changing out of extreme couture. So we're gonna see. We're gonna have to sit on it. I'm gonna have to play with it. I'm thinking about bringing in other coaches too. I want to get some more work in with like guys like Duke Rufus. Guys like Brandon Gibson. You know, well, I'll see. I'll kind of bounce around a little bit. I've already been training in other places everywhere I go. I've been training down here at Michigan Top Team since I've been here. I'm gonna keep bouncing and stealing ideas from everybody, but my team will remain the same.
Yeah, so you're going to stay in Vegas, though? You're not going to leave?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Okay, I was going to say, because the weather's a lot better than...
Yeah, I mean, if I do end up buying a house here, it'll be for other reasons. You know, I'll bring back family or something like that.
And speaking of family, your brother's fighting in a couple weeks. You know, just give him a plug here. He's a flyweight fighter, you know, doing big things.
Yeah, my brother, Keith Lee, he's only had 3 professional fights, but the kid's a phenom. He's even better than me when I was at his age. He's 21 years old. He's going to be the next rising star. By this time next year, he'll already be in the UFC and established. I think he'll probably make his debut on that July card. We just got to get him rolling, get him some more fights. The kid's already, I mean, we have him sparring UFC fighters on a daily basis, and he's taking those guys out. Those guys don't want to spar with him no more. So it's going to be hard to find him fights because nobody wants to take it. But once he gets a couple more, he's going to be in the UFC for sure, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with at 135 or at 125. If Demetrius Johnson is still up there, my brother got something to say about that.
Cool. He's fighting in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, he's fighting December 16th over in Grand Rapids. We'll go back.
Which promotion?
KOP.
Oh, KOP. Nice.
Yeah. So
we full combat.
Yeah. He gonna go back. It's gonna be a quick fight. He gonna go out there. He gonna knock the kid out. We'll have another one in January. You know, we'll see. We'll see how the things shake up. Get him a couple fights. He'll be in the UFC, and he's going after the championship run.
You mentioned earlier, like, talking about you won this card, you being a bigger demographic. Were you referring to the African American community?
Yeah, for sure. You know,
like, why don't you think the African American community is bigger in MMA?
Why isn't it bigger?
Why isn't it bigger?
I don't think it's necessarily had that push yet. You know, I don't think that they've really seen the money there yet. But that's just yet. I feel like it's still there. I feel like it's still there to be captured. There's about 2 or 3 big demographics that they miss, and I think that's one of the biggest ones. I think it could have been a home run with this card. But if they come back to Detroit next year, I know they're coming to St. Louis in January. I'm gonna try and appear for that one. You know, get around, see the city a little bit. Even as I'm here in Detroit, I'm trying to go back to different schools that don't really know about MMA. That these boxing gyms where the African Americans, you know, we still stuck on boxing. Like I'm trying, you know, like we taking it to the next level, and we bringing them into the new generation. And I feel like with guys like me, Tyrone, DJ, you know, like we can do that, and we can really capture it. And I think that'll take the sport to the next level.
When you talk to kids, are you still like pretty much educating them what actually MMA is? A lot of them?
Yeah, I have to. You know, especially growing up here in Detroit. I said it earlier. You know, you even thought you had to rap ball or you know, football, basketball, something like that. But you can fight too. You know, guys stuck into boxing. But MMA is another venture to get what you want. You can have the nice things that you want. And MMA is just another way of doing it. So I'm trying to educate the folks. You know, they still think it's you know, guys rolling around and all this, and I'm like, nah. I go to these boxing gyms, I tell the boxers straight up, like, y'all ain't real fighters. Like, y'all, somebody lied to y'all a long time ago. If you take it out the ring, I'm tossing you on your head. You'll be dead in under a minute. Like, it's flat out. So even most of the kids, they always want to know how to fight. They always want to know how to defend themselves. 90% of fights go to the ground in the streets. So you got to know what you're doing on there too.
Were you like that growing up? Like you were like, as a kid, like I want to be a boxer, or were you always...
Yeah, I mean, especially coming from Michigan, you know, we had Floyd Mayweather. Everybody kind of looked up to Floyd. You know, you had guys like Joe Louis. You know, we had Thomas Hitman Hearns. You know, I gave Tyrone Woodley a little tour of Detroit earlier. We went around filming for Champ Camp, and you know, we showed the old Crunk gym and we showed these old boxing gyms. But now we gonna open up some MMA gyms. You never know. I might open up one my damn self and really get this thing rolling.
Kevin, have you been following any of Conor McGregor's outside the cage issues in recent weeks, and just any thoughts on what he's been, you know, going through?
Yeah, that boy fucking up. That boy fucking. I mean, I think it's. Look, I don't know. Like, if the rumors are true or whatever, I mean, he better get his shit together, because he's got a long mountain to climb. I don't think he's. You know, people are saying, oh, is he gonna fight? Is he gonna do this? I take the man for his word. He say he's a fighter. I think he's gonna come back. He has to come back and try and defend that title. He's got a long mountain to climb up there. You know, he's got Tony. As soon as he comes back, Tony's gonna beat the hell out of him. As soon as he loses that one, I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. And then he's gonna be, you know, down in the dirt. So that 100 million is cool and all. He's spending it fast. You can blow through that quick. Ask Floyd Mayweather. Floyd did that about 6-7 times. 100 million. I mean, you can blow through it. I don't think he really understands what he's getting himself into. If he's really messing around with the Irish mob, I don't think he's really from the streets like that. I don't think he want none of that smoke. but that's on him. So I'm just looking forward to his comeback, and then looking forward to taking him out after he gets his ass beat.
Thank you.
Thank you.